When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be the air, the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, Grey Malkin.
Paddock calls.
Anon.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that? He can report as seemeth by his plight of the revolt the new estate.
This is the sergeant who, like a good and hearty soldier, fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do coin together and choke their art. The merciless Macdonald, worthy to be a rebel, for that the multiple villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of Kerns and gallow glass is supplied, and fortune, like Valier's minion, curved out his passage till he faced the slaves which never shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
As once the sun gained his reflection, shipwrecks, storms, and direful thunder break, so from that spring once comfort seemed to come discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, mark, no sooner justice had the Babur armed, compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels. But the Norwegian lord surveys vantage with foolish arms and new supplies of men bring a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captain's Macbeth of Banquo.
Yes, a sparrow is eagle, or the hare the lion. If I say so, if I must report, they were as cannons overcharged with double crack, so they doubly redoubled strokes upon the fell. Except they went into battle and reaped wounds and mesmerized another Gilgalush. I cannot tell, but I am faint, my gaseous cry for help.
So why thee as thy wounds? They smack the honor both. Go get him surgeons.
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look that seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
Where the Norwegian banners float, the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal trade, the Thane of Cardin, began a dismal conflict till the Bologna bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him. With self-comparison, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his loyal spirit, and to conclude the victory fell on us. That now Sweno, the Norway's king, gross comparison, nor would we deny him burial of his men till he dispersed at St. Column's inch 10,000 callers to our general use.
No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go pronounce death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won. Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I have spoke with one that saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like the leaving it. He died as one that had been studied in his death to throw away the dearest thing he owed, as 'twere a careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. O worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. Thou art so far before the swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hadst less deserved that the proportion both of thanks and payment might have been mine. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your Highness's part is to receive our duties, and to our duties are to your throne and state, child, children, and servants, which do but what they should, by doing everything safe toward your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to make these full of growing. Noble Banquo, that hast not less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done so. Let me unfold thee, and hold thee to my heart.
There if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton its fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen's thanes, and you whose places are the nearest now. We will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, who we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland, which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars will shine on all deservers, from hence in Inverness and bind us further to you.
The rest is labor, which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland, this is a step on which I must fall down or leap. For in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye wink at the hand, yet let that be which the eye fears. When it is done to see.
True worthy Banquo, he is so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let's after him, whose care is gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have yet not heard the clock yet.
Then she goes down at 12?
I take it 'tis later, sir.
Hold, take my sword. There's my husband in heaven. Their candles one and all out. Take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me. And yes, I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain me. The cursed thoughts that nature gives away, tame response. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest. The king's abed. He hath been in unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal, by the name of most kind hosts, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became the servant to defect, which else should free have wrought.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you, they have showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent, when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to argument it, but still keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear. I shall be consulted.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Go bid the mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight, or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way thou was going. If such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and only thy blade and dungeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now o'er the one over the half-world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse. The contained sleep, witchcraft celebrates, pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf whose howl his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, and with Tarquin's ravishing strides toward his design, moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, fear thy very stone prate of my whereabout, and take the present horror from time, which now suits with it, whiles I treat he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go now, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it now, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Is that worthy master stirring? Ah, our Duncan has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him, and I have slipped the hour.
I'll bring it to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pain. This is door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes to King hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
Oh, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece, but sacrilegious murder hath broke upon the Lord's anointed temple, and stole hence the life of this building.
What is to say? The life?
You mean your majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See, then speak yourself. Away! Away! Ring the alarm bell! Murder! Treason! Banquo! Donovan! Malcolm! Away! Shake off this drowsy sleep, death's counterfeit, and look on death itself. Up and see the great doom's image. Malcolm! Banquo! As from your graves, rise up, walk like spirits to the countenance of this horror. Ring the bell!
70 I can remember well. Within the volume of time I have seen hours dreadful and things strange, but this sore night hath trifled former knowings.
Good father, as it sets the heavens is troubled with man's act, threatens his bloody stage. By 'tis clock, 'tis day, and yet dark night strangle its traveling lane. Its night's predominant, for the day's shame. That darkness does the face of earth entomb, when living light should kiss it.
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done on Tuesday last. A falcon towering in her pride of place was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses, the thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild in nature, broke their skulls, flung out, contending against obedience, so that they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so. The amazement of my eyes that looked upon it. Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why see you not?
Is known who did this more than the bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth has slain.
Lies the day what good could they pretend?
They were subordinates, Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons. They are fled. Now suspicion falls on them for the deed.
Against nature still? Thriftless? Ambition that will rave up thine own legs means then his most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth?
He is already named and gone to Scones to be invited.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Colkill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and the guardians of their bounds.
Will you go to Scone?
No, cousin, I'll go to Fife.
Why will thither?
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu. Least our robes sit easier than our new.
Farewell, father.
God Benson go with you. And those that would make good of bad and friends of foes.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword, while as I see lives, the gashes do better upon them?
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men, Alice, I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor. As easy mayest thou entrench in air with thy keen sword and presses make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life which was not yield to one of woman born.
Spare thy charm, and let the angels whom thou still hast serve thee. Was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it has cowed my better part of man. And be those juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in double sense that keep the word of promise to our ear, and break into our hope, I will not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show, and gaze o'er the time. We'll have thee as our rare monsters are, painted upon a plail and under wit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try to the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield, lay on Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, "Hold enough!"
And you will not hold. I will
I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it now. Whenever I start speaking, start ringing.
Thing on his dick and I can't do it.
Right immediately, right.
Say to the king the knowledge of the royal. He told.
I know this is a joyful trouble,
I've lost all faith in this blurring line. Stay right here.
John, I can't even read that. You sure want you?
Storming through this despite what's right. One final fight for this tonight. Whoa, with knives and